This call is being recorded.
Welcome to a diary of a fashionista, everyone. You're not going to like me for my next comment on a Monday morning, but yesterday being Sunday, I'm speaking in past tense because you guys won't hear this until Monday morning. I went to see the new version of The Lion King. Ay, 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 it's intense. And ay, 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 it's not for the week at heart. They, I think they made the dark scenes darker than they originally intended. So bad idea. So today, Danielle and I are going to talk about foods that we don't like, which you guys probably thought we liked it all, because but there's things that we don't like, and I'm actually going to unmute Danielle. There we go. She muted the mic by accident. And so, Danielle, I'm going to let you go first, and then I'll jump in when I need to.
Oh, hey, yeah, 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 ah, yeah, oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, I can go first. Well, I'll just say my piece while you're doing that. I, well, I am tending nowadays to stay away from fruit, even though I have a banana and peanut butter, as we call it this, guys, sitting in the front of me. I tend to not eat fruit due to I got so sick and tired of my dad serving me fruit that I particularly don't like fruit, and it ferments in your stomach, which um, doesn't help. So I, ugh, I tend to, and I gave up refined sugar, and I'm giving up slowly but surely caffeine, which um, is great choice, great choice in my life right now. Not so caffeine. I'm not liking caffeine much anymore, and I'm not liking fruit because I have a aversion to blueberries. I can't. My gag reflex, which I just found documentation on that as of Saturday when they did a gag reflex test on me when I was young in '88, believe it or not. Um, my gag reflex still can't handle blueberries. So yeah, I've given up the refined sugars. Although I still do pancakes on the occasion, but they're the healthy esque version of a pancake, and so I tend to stay away from fruit. I tend to stay away from the refined sugars, and I tend to stay away from the caffeine end of it. Which you're probably thinking, well, when you're living the life that you want to be living, well, I'm not living life to get sick, you guys. I am trying to stay out of the hospital because I I found out a couple months ago that my mom's soul leaking brain aneurysm was genetic. Thank you very much. And so, yes, I'm going to talk to my doctor about that the next time I make the trip to the doctor's. But I am tending to eat a lot more healthier than I was because I am trying to recover my body so I to keep my weight slash avoid the things that will make me sick. I mean, we find sugar and meat don't mix anymore. It really has to be a special occasion, and even that we find sugars and meat don't mix. So, Danielle, what foods do you not like?
The food that I don't like to eat are any food that is hard or crunchy.
So you don't like a potato? You now I'm laughing at my own BFF. You don't like a potato chip, do you?
Super the pizza.
They have. Oh my God! You don't like a can too. Well, they they have to be soft potato chips. Are we? Are we kidding, then? Are we being that picky? Is CP being that picky that they happen to be soft potato chips? God, I mean, so you don't like if a person gave you, let's say, yeah, you guys are gonna laugh at me when I say this because it's what I'm thinking of right now. And ants on a log, which is basically celery and peanut butter and um, raisins. What it is. I can't remember what it was. So basically, Danielle, you don't like the celery part because you said I don't like crunchy foods. Which
Yeah.
you don't like the celery part of the ants on the log. Oh my God! So Danielle,
Super the no.
well, I get that, but I I understand that. I get that. I get that your mouth shape is a little bit different than mine, and I I have a high roof line also. I have a really weird mouth shape due to a ventilator and me back in the 80s. Thank you very much. Um, so I have a really weird tendency. I Now this is one thing I will admit. I like the softer food. I like Danielle. I like the softer foods. That's why I love a banana with peanut butter because it's easy to chill. But I do like the crunchy carrots. I do like the crunchy apples. So Danielle, giving you giving a banana with peanut butter. No, that don't help. Giving you an apple with peanut butter. That would be a worst nightmare, wouldn't it? Because you don't like crunchy food.
Yeah. The the
You can do it. You just don't like it.
yeah.
Aha! You can do the you can see you can do the cat cat. You just don't like the cat. You just don't like vegetables. Aha! I didn't not know this about my BFF. Would I had a sweet potato the other night. Would That's soften enough? Would you be willing to do a sweet potato? I mean,
Yeah.
so yeah, you would be able to do a sweet potato or potato. You just don't like the carrots in ranch dressing. Which okay, now I see. Now I see your place. Um, because I did not know that about you. I thought I thought that you can do hard foods, obviously, and I'm talking literally hard foods like carrots,
Yeah.
celery sticks, but you just choose to not eat them. Am I correct?
Yeah. But
Why? Why is that? Why is that? Because of the way your mouth is set up?
yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
So,
oh, bye.
well, Danielle, I have an overbite too. I have an overbite too. That is severe. That won't get fixed over time. Jeez. But I am still doing. You and I both have overbites. Overbites, you guys. Um, Quite common in CP. Not so much underbites, but overbites. Due to the stupid ventilators that we were on, and so overbites and weird mouth shapes are quite common in CP cases. But I am surprised that you choose not to do carrots, and not to do celery sticks, and not to do apples because of your overbite. That really surprises me as your BFF. So you like mac and cheese. If I gave you a bowl of mac and cheese, health, healthy mac and cheese, thank you very much, you would go over, you would be fine with that as if we, um, and I say we because we, um, as if I gave you, or my aide gave you, apple with peanut butter, you would have a difficult time with it. No, because,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
you. Why? Why does you? Okay, I listen to it, you guys. I love it, but so you do have a love hate relationship with the apple and peanut butter, and you do have a love hate relationship with cat stick, and I did not realize that because of your other bite. I did not realize that. So let's well can well I I avoid meat and all cause yeah I haven't. Yes, you guys can shoot me for that one. But I meat meat to me is really it's although I used to do it all the time, but meat to me with my overbite is not the easiest thing in the world. And now I have to be conscious of my own overbite just to make sure that nothing happens to me. And so that's why Danielle is so dang conscious of her overbite. Now, I didn't realize that, Danielle, up until today. And how many years have we known each other? 20 plus. And so I didn't realize, well, 22 plus. And I didn't realize that up until today. You learn something new about your BFF every single day. That you love the soft foods because they're easier to deal with, and the hard foods you can do it, but you can't necessarily chew them because of your weird overbite, and that's why, you guys. I just figured it out. Why, after talking to Danielle, why I'm obsessed with the banana and peanut butter because of my my overbite isn't that extreme. I mean, I just it's just one of those CP tendencies that we have to get used to, and and it's because and I know why she prefers the soft foods. Isa, and now, and I will admit this publicly, I tend to when I'm out in public with people, I tend to do foods that do not need to be cut off because I am not not making a show that I have CP. I tend to do the softer side of food, and I will admit that publicly. I will say that till the cows come home. And so, because of all the bites, we can do hard food, harder food, but we tend. I'm in the middle, Danielle. I just can't do fruit because fruit and my immune system now can't do it. But I can never ever do blueberries. So do not do not serve me a bowl of blueberries without yogurt, without something. And I'm telling you guys for the podcast movement, those of you who are going to see me, don't don't hand me uh don't tease me with a blueberry because yeah, blueberries and meat. And my stepmom didn't know that. My when I told her that way at the beginning, this it must have been around. Well, she didn't get home until that Wednesday. It must have been around June that I told her this. I said I can't do blueberries anymore. She just looked at me like you're nuts because that's what your dad served to you, and why didn't you tell him? And I'm like, because I didn't have the heart to tell him. It was at 6 in the morning, so I didn't have the heart to tell him that I can't do blueberries. And every time I ate one, my gag reflex would shoot to the roof. So I'm like, oh god, there goes there goes my allergy to food. And so and I try not to eat the food anymore. I self just do. Because natural sugars have you gain weight. And yeah, and it's like, oh my god. So there we go. The blueberries and me don't mix. Caffeine and I don't mix. I'll be refined sugars and I don't mix. And I don't know what I'm going to do with podcast movement with you people and Starbucks. And I'll just figure it out. I may have to be like my aunt and travel with a teapot. She literally travels with a teapot, my aunt. And so I may have to travel with a teapot or something because you and Starbucks such podcasters don't don't mix well with me. So that's that. And so Danielle, do you want to say anything else before we let everyone go?
Snap. Yeah. So. So. Yeah. Uh.
Yes, you guys, thank you for following us. And please share this episode out. Please subscribe. Oh, I wanted to mention those of you that use Radio Public, all the new episodes are at the bottom. So start using Radio Public because I'm in the paid listener program. And we'll keep you guys updated on Ask Win throughout the week. Ugh, yeah, and my week is a little chaotic. I'll explain later. I'll explain later why my week is a little chaotic, and I just realized it just dawned on me. My my blade. She gave me a heads up about something, and then I realized that I'll be dealing with that something this week. And yeah, it's a long story that I will get into after the October after the October 3rd case. After the October 3rd project, I should say. I keep saying October 6th to you guys. No, it's October 3rd that my project is going smoothly. I hope. I hope. So, I'm gonna let you guys go, and then we'll talk more about my projects after October 3rd, and then leave it. We'll leave everyone to their merry way, um, and to those of you who are obsessed with Starbucks, don't be, don't be, don't, don't be, because it's bad. It's bad. I'm trying to eliminate the caffeine myself, and I'm doing a pretty good job of it. But we're going to let everyone go, and happy Monday, you guys, and we'll catch you guys on Thursday, not Friday, you guys. Bye, you guys.
Bye.